In the village of Vrindavan, the morning sun painted gold over mud huts and banyan trees. Today was special. The villagers bustled with devotion, flowers, garlands, sweets, and songs, offering them all to the mighty god Indra, Lord of thunder and rain. It was time for the Indra Puja. But in the middle of the commotion stood a boy, small, calm, curious. Krishna looked not at the sky, but at the great Govardhan Hill beyond the village. Why worship the sky? He asked, when it's the Govardhan Hill that feeds our cows and grows our food. His voice was gentle, but it rippled like thunder. The villagers paused. Mothers stopped stringing flowers and fathers lowered their prayer plates. Krishna's question was bold, but in their hearts, they felt its truth. And so, for the first time, they turned their prayers not upward, but toward the earth. Far above, the sky stirred. From his celestial palace, Indra watched the scene unfold. A gesture, a call, and the heavens obeyed. Dark clouds surged at his order, bursting and rising with rage. Clouds raged across the heavens. Thunder cracked like fury unleashed. Rain fell, not in kindness, but in wrath. Floods surged, earth screamed, and panic swept through Vrindavan. Amidst the storm stood the boy, unshaken. He turned to the frightened villagers and said, "Do not fear. Govardhan Hill will protect us." And in that moment, the divine stirred within him. With one hand raised, Krishna reached toward Govardhan, and the hill, massive and ancient, rose into the sky, not with rumble or quake, but with grace, like a leaf lifted by the wind. The villagers and cattle gathered beneath the mountain's shelter. It arched above them like the sky itself, protecting every soul. The storm outside howled, but beneath the hill, there was calm. Days passed, nights fell, and still, Krishna held the hill aloft, smiling, serene. 7 days, 7 nights. The village witnessed a miracle from the arm of a child. In his palace of clouds, Indra watched. His fury began to crack, not like thunder, but like pride. What power was this? What child could carry a mountain? At last, the skies grew quiet. The rain ceased. Light broke through the darkness, painting the land gold once more. Birds sang where thunder once roared. Indra descended, not in rage, but in humility. He stood before Krishna and bowed. "You are more than a boy," he said. "You are Dharma itself." From that day on, the villagers no longer prayed to the sky alone. They worshipped the hill. They honored the earth. They celebrated the shelter, the food, and the love that grows from it. As the sun set behind the hills, Krishna stood with his folks, his tiny hand resting on a calf. And though he looked like any other boy, the world would never forget that sometimes the smallest hands hold up the sky.